Hello there. Today in this series of land vehicles, I will briefly introduce you to the Donar-AGM Artillery. Donar is a combination of automated artillery firepower on a protected track chassis, a large supply of ammunition and rapid re-ammunition, the stable weapon platform, the maximum precision on target, the automated flow of ammunition combined with autonomy in navigation and fire control make the Donar the new benchmark in modern barrel artillery. The synthesis of the proven NATO GBMOU 155mm barreled weapon and the unmanned AGM on ASCII chassis results in a unique artillery effectiveness with a current range of up to 54 kilometers over 360 degrees azimuth and all charge and elevation ranges without the need for support. Further developed from the fight of combined arms, as they put it, the complete autonomy of the entire system in command, navigation and fire control, as well as its system-related stability, opens up completely new application options. For example, shooting at moving targets, camp protection, etc. Due to the network-based system architecture of the Donar, autonomous driving and working, remote-controlled, can also be implemented in the future. The introduced and future NATO ammunition types, the GBMOU compatible, can be taken into account in the fire control system and also in the ammunition matrix. These special properties make the Donar a pioneering barreled artillery system. The features of the Donar, according to the manufacturer, are superior combat range, as I said, currently up to 54 kilometers, and a wide battlefield coverage from the 155mm gun. The combat charge with 30 ignited projectiles, the fully automated operation with backup modes, the fully automated bullet loading system with inductive fuse programming, the fully automated loading system for modular propellant charges, the fully automatic electric gun aiming system, also the optional direct targeting abilities using optronics, and fire control computers with integrated ballistics calculation and radio data link to an artillery guidance system. There's also a high precision navigation system with or without GPS support. There's an optional all-round self-protection with a weapon station and a smoke grenade launcher. And there's NBC protection and a ventilation system. There's also a cooling and heating system for the AGM and for the crew. And there's also an automatic fire extinguishing system in the machine room and a fire suppression system for the fighting room. And there's also a built-in test equipment system, a so-called BITE. Consistently further developed from the Panzerhaubitze 2000, the Donar is a lighter artillery piece that is protected for the crew, flexible, and has a long range for all operational scenarios. In addition to high flexibility and mobility, the Donar's ASCII chassis offers its crew exceptional survivability and high protection against mines, IEDs, and ballistic threats. According to the manufacturer, the product features of the Donar are: the main armament I mentioned before is a 155mm gun. The range is more than 500 kilometers on roads. The speed is more than 60 kilometers per hour on roads. The engine power is up to 720 horsepower. It's 10 meters 30 long, it's 2 meters 99 wide, and it's 3.2 meters high. The combat weight is about 36 tons. And it has direct aiming that's optionally with optronics or remote control weapon stations. And it has a secondary armament with optional remote controlled weapon stations. And it has an igniter programming, that's an inductive programming during charging. The ammo supply is 30 ignited rounds or 144 modular propellants. The combat distance depends on the combination of bullet, propellant and fuse. That means it's up to 40 kilometers with a base bleed, up to 54 kilometers with VLAB larger combat things. Forgot the name. Longer distances might be possible with Volcano and Excalibur. The directional range is on the azimuth is 360 degrees, with up to 6 propellant charges without vehicle support. And the elevation is from minus 2.5 to plus 65 degrees. The rate of fire is 9 rounds per minute and the crew is 2 people. And according to the manufacturer, the performance characteristics of the Donar are a highly mobile, protected and automated artillery system. Also unmanned, fully automated remote-controlled artillery gun unit, AGM. The superior range and massive area of effects from the 155mm weapon with the ability to fire JBMOU-compatible 155mm shells for long range and a high rate of fire. The future JBMOU-compatible projectiles can be used up to a length of 1000mm. It has an autonomous, it's autonomous in navigation and in the fire control. It has an automatic weapon aiming system with coincidence monitoring of the pipe position. It has a fully automated loader for projectiles and propellants. It has projectiles and propellant charges that can be loaded and fired in any elevation and azimuth position. The stable weapon platform enables 360 degrees firefighting in the entire elevation range with a maximum modular number of propellant charges without support. And it has a shoot and scoot and multiple round simultaneous impact ability. And it has the ability to firefight on moving targets, on land and sea, by the way. It has a high level of crew protection, it has a ballistic protection and a protection against anti-tank and anti-personnel mines. It has an NBC protection and a ventilation system. It has high tactical mobility wheeled two-person crew in armored escort cabin. And it has a heating and cooling system for crew and gun module. And it has a high reliability. That means the use of technology assembles from the Panzerhaubitze 2000 and the escort armored personal carriers. The optional day and night 360 degree observation and self-protection with remote controlled weapon station and optional Barracuda camouflage net. And there's a great growth potential through network-based system architecture. That means for unmanned system use, that's remotely controlled driving and shooting in the future. And if you want to know more about interesting military technology, at the moment land vehicles, you'll find my next video right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.